subjective because we like expensive objects. Headstrong, my reach is far. The contest, who swings hardest and longest with no armrest? We mobbing, stomping the Congress. Wall Street's filled with marching, bomb threats, and we gon' do what it do. For those of you losing the view of who's who, we saluting the troops, but murder is still in the news in the schools. Boo-hoo. Oh shit, it got quiet. You didn't learn your lessons. Now you at the bottom, worried, stressing. Is it worth the pressure to earn your check when the world's defensive towards oppression? War is destined, like Kennedy said. Live in effect, can't tell me he's dead. We ahead of the feds who are everywhere. For the kids, we're still in the bread and getting them fed. Let it be said, we ought to remember who led, but we're forced to forget them instead. The difference in the streets, selling the meds. Prescriptions aren't sold by felons with dreads. Killing is slow, they ain't call it medicine. I feel better when I feed the fan, but then again, martial law's in order. And when they let them in, y'all gonna see the art of war as a veteran. No longer intruders versus natives. Now it's slave master versus those slaving. No one's obeying, ignoring your savior. Dark side is calling your father Darth Vader. All prayer is only groceries. The officer got his name because he oversees the plantation, waiting, no siree. Focus so swift and I don't sip tea. Not a pinky, but my fingers up. Get maced in your face with the cleanest cut. If the top of the pyramid seems corrupt, they only see the bucks. It'll never be enough. Let's get it, y'all.
Hey, he just spot me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do something. I'm new to the area. How y'all doing? Artie Sands, the veteran. Literally got a DD-214, just left the military. You know what I'm saying? So my joint was off of Kanye West Power that I decided to remix, but I'm just gonna do the acapella on here real quick. So it goes like power really Nate. Wait, let me do it again. Power never changes. My appetite desires way beyond my taste for greatness and wealth I'm gonna acquire. Guess for now remain nameless and preaching to the choir and spit dope in every vein. Shit, I'm itching for some priors. Gonna grip it like a plier, be the bootleg man supplier. In the winter I'm a fire running circles like a tire. And my need is something dire. Cost of living getting higher. 10 years in, forced to retire. Rack a crack on my attire like they push me to conspire. What they want from me a liar. My entire train of thought requires more than just a wire. So I dumb it down Maguire. I turn Jerry for the money. Coming for me, I can't help it what these industry folk loving. No McLovin on my ID. I just be who I be, so it should stay the same. I ain't gonna worry who's around me. Cause yeah, they get conniving and cutthroat for surviving, but I know what the future holds. I pen it in my writing. Holla.
Alright, y'all. Back to the host. I appreciate your time. I hope you take something home. I dropped these jewels for free because, honestly, they call me Osiris the Prince, but the name really, it just goes to show that everybody wants to be the king. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be the leader and shit, you know? And I call myself the Prince because I would never look at these artists who would claim that they're king of anything, you know what I'm saying, like I'm up there, you know what I'm saying. I'd rather humble myself and become something more for it. Word. Just keeping it 100. But I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all be easy.
Yeah, that's Hip Hop Anonymous for you motherfuckers. This dude's been a microphone fiend since in the womb and shit. His mom had a problem and then gave birth to Osiris. But yeah, on the real, I just like to say something. This dude is dropping knowledge, okay? And in this world, there's one thing that no man can take away from you, and that's knowledge. You feel me? That's something that no one can take away from you. So he just dropped something priceless. Money can't even buy that shit. Make some fucking noise for Osiris the Prince. Alright? So after dropping those jewels and shit, I know your brain cells got simulated and shit. Simulated and stimulated. Because we in the Matrix, you feel me? That's where that sample was. I gotta throw it back to that. Because that shit was great. Keep your third eye open or you'll always walk asleep. But on some real shit, since your brain waves are all like, you know, vibrating and shit, My boy RPM is just gonna bring it up a notch. My boy RPM, alright? Bring up the BPMs up in this bitch. Make some noise. We about to party. It's time to party, man. Fuck the politics and shit. Let's get it.
Let's do it. Shout out to Bag of Trees. Shout out to our spot. Shout out to DJ Big Mac. I encourage all y'all, see all y'all on Facebook, /PAYRPM. And if you're on Twitter, it's the same, PAYRPM. You dig what I'm saying? This first track is called Poor, Hungry, and Driven. And we gonna get it in. You know what I mean? So, whenever we're ready, let's do it. PhD, you dig?